in this video we're going to take one of the extra features that SAS can do, and this is how to create custom functions. So in previous chapters, in previous videos, we've seen how SAS has various inbuilt functions like the max, the min, the natural log, etc. So what we're going to see in this video is how to create your own functions. And we do this using a procedure called the fcmp procedure. I'm not really sure what that stands for, but that's what we use. And it's a very powerful procedure because it allows us to use data step syntax, and that means that we can use if statements and do loops to create very powerful functions. So I'm just going to go ahead and write a function that creates that outputs a geometric sum of two numbers. So I'll write this all out and then we'll see what it's about. So proc fcmp, and then there's always this statement. Let me just make this slightly bigger. Proc fcmp, always this statement, out lib. So the function we're going to create has to be stored somewhere within SAS, and whenever I have used this function, I've always stored this in my SAS user library for some reason, so I'm going to put it there in a data set called funcs, and then the file is gsum. Alright, so if I just go to my libraries here, that will go in SAS user, and there will be a data set called funcs. You could call that whatever you wanted. We're going to have to call it again anyway. So now for the let me just go back here. Now for the actual function. So it's a function, and I'm going to call it gsum, and then I write the variables that have to be input. So when this function will actually be used, it'll call in these two variables. Now the fact that that's gsum and that's gsum is simply coincidental. I could have a different name there. This is actually what I'm going to be calling. And then we can use some data step syntax. So I'm going to create a variable s, set it to 0, and then do for k equals 0 to n, s equals s plus I to the k. So that's just that geometric sum there, and the do loop. And now this keyword return, so that actually says, okay, the output of function is going to be s, and then we end the function with end sub, and finally we quit. Okay, so end sub finishes the function, and proc is finished with quit. So if I run this, well, something's gone slightly wrong. Let's see if I can see what it is. Oh yes, there's no semicolon there. So if I run this, and if I go to my SAS user library, there's our funcs data set, and if I open that up, there's all sorts of stuff in there, all relating to this new function jsum. Okay, now when we are going to use this, we have to tell SAS using this command to look at this library, SAS user.funcs, cmp lib, sorry. So this is simply telling SAS, alright, I want your system to look at the SAS user.funcs for this function I've just created. So I can just run that, and that's an option that's now set in this SAS session. Okay, so let's first of all create a little data set to use our new function on. So I'll just draw out something really quick. Variable n, variable I, cards. That's right. 1 1, 2 1, 3 2, 4 2, 5 8. Or whatever. So this will just create us a new little data set that we can try a new function on. It's all there. And so now we'll use our new function gsum. So data gsum test. We're setting test, and I want y to be g sum of I and n. Okay, so if I run that, we do indeed have this geometric sum. So it's the sum of I to the k for k from 1 to n. So does indeed from 0 to n, sorry, is how we define our functions. Does indeed give us what we thought. Okay, so the function fcmp, the procedure fcmp, allows you to create custom functions. It's a very powerful procedure in SAS that can prove to be extremely useful.